And welcome back. This is Azam Boy Driver. This is the Ayato I got. I didn't want to mess with it before because I didn't have a lot of room to play with it. I can't actually use it. I don't know if Dex, but it's got a fun moveset. It's a katana, so you swing a lot. But its strong attacks are actually quick sheaths and then unsheaths, and they're quick slashing attacks. The two hand is a nice kind of running attack. That's fun. But I will not be using it because it will do almost no damage for me. I'm wearing some of the shadow gear now and the knight's helmet, but from the bonfire, heading in the opposite direction of the swamp, is just a free dragon scale in this oddly trappish looking area. Ooh. Punching my microphone, good start. Right now I have basically two things I need to do. There's I'm headed to ring the Bell of Awakening. I don't want this crap in my inventory. The main thing I need to do eventually is kill the guardian, I guess you can call it, of the second Bell of Awakening, which is in that giant kind of sandy place. But before we do that, I'm actually going to explore this little swamp area. Or it's not little, but the swamp area a little bit. So, yeah. One thing that can be very annoying are these bugs, these flies, or whatever they are, mosquitoes. I am almost positive they infinitely respawn. They are one of the they might be the only enemy that I can think of that infinitely respawns like that. Or no, there's a couple others I should say, but yeah. So they are incredibly annoying, and they will poison you if they hit you, or increase your poison gauge. But you're gonna spend the whole time you're down here fighting the poison gauge, so just kind of deal with it. They aren't that hard to kill if you have some ranged, crossbow or something. They're even easier. But anything that's got decent length with a decent overhand swing or uppercut kind of swing is usually fine to take them out. There's really no way to avoid getting poisoned in this area. It's kind of just gonna happen. So kind of accept it and move on. Your poison gauge will decrease while you're in the poison swamp, but it'll decrease much slower than when you're on dry land. I'm just kind of walking around, I guess, in a clockwise fashion. These things are wow, they're very good to kill. They drop quite a few different shards, and shards are good. And they drop, or not shard, yeah, the Titanite, and that can be hugely helpful for your upgrading. They are not that hard to fight, but if 3 or 4 of them try to attack you at once, it's a little annoying. Do I want to do this right now? I guess I will. Alright, so if we consider... Oh crap, I'm going to die because I'm not paying attention. Ooh, he dropped a thingy. He dropped a thingy. Large Titanite shard. Yippee. I really want to pick up a lot of large Titanite shards as well as regular. Regular Titanite shards you can... or small or whatever shards you can buy now for 800 souls a piece, which is a little pricey, but it's well worth it if you need them. In here is a double troll or double secret, I guess. I didn't really need to do that, but so you come up here and it's like, oh, I got a plank shield. Huh. What an exciting room. Here is actually a fake wall. So like, ooh, that was cool. And there's a treasure chest in here. Wow. And inside the treasure chest, there's 20 humanities. Much better prize. Okay, we'll go back. Nope, don't go back. Behind the chest is another invisible wall. No. Visible not wall. Fake wall. And it actually leads us to a whole nother area. This area is completely optional. And it actually leads to an entire another area the Ash Lake is underneath here. I'm gonna light the bonfire because it'll cure my poison and yeah, this whole area is one of the most annoying areas in the game for me. Not because of the enemies, but just because there's a lot of stuff and a lot of paths, and to get most of them, you have to jump off the path and to go somewhere else. And it really bothers me not being able to get everything. I want to try to make the jump. Down there is the Clathori. I can't say it. It's the ring that does the same thing as that shield that I've been using does. It increases your stamina regen, and they do stack together. It's not a perfect, you know, times 2 and then times 4, but yeah. But the only problem is it's really easy to die. I missed it. Oh my god, I made it. It's really easy to die trying to do that. What? I'm an idiot. I'm a ginormous idiot. I was there and then I rolled away. All right. Well, I don't remember what the path is to walk back up there. I can't believe I did that. I was there, and then I rolled instead of, you know, picking up the item. I'm an idiot. Oh well. But yeah, that ring is very handy. Alright, so I'm all the way back up here. It's such a bummer that I made it, and then I wasted it. Alright, so it's right there. So basically, the problem is you can fall through the middle of this tree stump. And I did it even better that time. This time I'm not going to roll. Yeah, the Chloranthy. Chloranthy. Sure. Right. So, yeah. It is very, very good to pick up. I won't be using it for a little while probably. But it's definitely worth picking up. That is one of very many items in this tree trunk area, which can be very annoying to have to go up and down, 500 times to try and get everything. This is probably the densest area for crystal lizards that I'm aware of too. They are very well hidden, and most of them you'll either not even see, or by the time you realize one has disappeared, you'll be like, oh, holy crap, that was far away. But there are a whole bunch of them. And clever travels and then quitting and reloading will be able to get you most of them. I'm not going to do that area right yet because I want to do it and the area below it in one swoop. And I want to be able to warp out because I hate climbing up the tree, basically. Yes, minor spoiler, I guess. You do get an ability later to be able to warp between, not between all bonfires, between a lot of them. Originally, it was only a few, and they patched in a few more, so yippee for that. I don't know which ones you can actually warp to and from, but even bonfires you can't warp to, you can warp from them to the ones you can warp from. So it's, even though you can't get, like, you can warp to Firelink, for example, but maybe you can't warp to the depths. But from the depths you can warp back to Firelink. So, and we're not that far from there in terms of, well, we're sort of. But yeah, I hate climbing up the tree. And that is kind of a one-way path. There's you go down, you go through the next area, and then you kind of get to the end of it. And it's worth going to the end of it. There are items to be had. There's a whole covenant down there. It's a pretty deep area. It's worth going to, but yeah, I just hate. I don't like climbing down the tree for starters, but I really hate climbing up the tree. Pain in the butt. Did he kill me? No, he did not. But the poison killed me. That is really sad. Well, there's another death for you. Yeah, now we're back here. Oh well. This area it's mildly annoying because of all the poison and such. And because, unless you equip the ring, it makes you walk slow. But there are a lot of things worth getting, and it's not that hard to explore because it's not maze-like at all. It's more big and open than anything else. So just try and be careful and not die. I'm gonna start using my fireballs a little more so I don't have to get quite as close to these jerks. No, I can't say jerks anymore. The one video I said jerk like 30 times, I died 6 times. So we're gonna cut back on that one. Oop, he's gonna hit me. No, he did not. Okay then. Yeah, these guys aren't worth a lot of souls, but like I said, they do have good drops. Or worthwhile drops, they're not. I mean, you know, eventually you get a ring that increases your thingy drop rate, your item discovery rate, and it's worth making a lap or two through here. Even if you aren't going to be doing a lot of farming, just for the couple things that you can pick up. Maybe I should switch shields again. If I can kill these guys in one hit without two-handing, well, then it really doesn't matter. I don't know. I'm debating because I'm not really doing a lot of blocking. This area is notable because there are quite a few of them, and they are a little close together, so try to be careful. Like, unlike this. This is the opposite of careful. This is in a corner. You would have thought I learned my lesson last time, but clearly I did not. Okay. Relearned rule of the day. Stay out of the corners. Back against wall. Sounds like a good idea. You know, oh, they can't come find me. But in this game, yeah, the enemies tend to be stronger than you. People like to compare it to like Devil May Cry. Like, okay, you know, Devil May Cry, you're this like, you know, amazing badass, and you know, and then there's all these like weak little demons and whatnot that you're fighting, and in this, you're a weak little nobody, and most of the other guys are too, but there's a couple, you know, serious badasses around that are most notably not you. I mean, eventually, you know, you can level up your gear and get pretty sturdy and such, but I mean, you know, most of the time, you're the weaker one in the mix. Yeah. So, but you know, sometimes it's fun to be a little more challenged in your. That's one thing I actually really like about this game. That for as hard as it is, and for all the crap it gets, it's, you know, it's a game where, you know, pretty much any enemy has the chance to kill you. Any situation has a chance to kill you, if you're not, you know, well, if you're just careless. You know, you don't have to fight everything necessarily, and you can certainly run from things that are not going well, but you don't, you know, it's not like there's no way in heck that for an enemy to kill you. You know, it's, you know, just a little moment of carelessness can easily shorten your life, kind of thing, which I like. You know, I mean, what's the point of an enemy if it really doesn't have a chance to kill you? Oh, there's a whole bunch of these pillar things that I assume are holding up. I don't even know what those are, but giant things. But anyway, check on all 4 sides of them, because a lot of them have something on one of the sides of them. So it's usually worth taking a look at. I'm gonna run out of life again very soon. Oh crap! I know where I am. And no, I'm not where I am. Never mind. I thought I was further around than I was. So if I'm here, oh, totally missed. Totally missed again. Okay, well, I remember why I was using this mostly, because it's up and down attack, so I don't go over the short enemies. So we are almost, yeah, we are directly across from the bonfire. Poison Mist. And the Tetrad set. It's actually pretty decent. Oh crap. Lots of flies coming my way. I don't know where you spawned from or where you've been, and I kind of like not having to deal with you for a little while, but... Oh. I suppose it would be possible just to, like, sit in a place and endlessly farm these guys for souls, but I am almost positive they don't drop anything, and the amount of souls they get is kind of pathetic. Alright, so... if I am correct, we have gone... Well, if you consider the bonfire at, say, 9 o'clock, we went clockwise around all the way to 3 o'clock. I'm saying that the sandcastle is 6 o'clock. Now, why I chose that as my... you would think that the important thing would be at the top, and it really doesn't matter. What do I want? I want... strength? I'll go up to 920 vitality. Sure, why not? I'm spending some of my souls, so I'm not carrying so many. Another thing I like about this game is that there really isn't a set order for everything. There are things that you need to do in certain orders, you know, but you can, you know, especially if you get the master key, you can do a lot of things in different orders. You can certainly come down here before fighting the bell gargoyles. I was going to check these pillars real quick because I said that, and then I realized that I hadn't been checking them. I probably missed one thing, was my guess. It's probably like that pillar that I missed. One thing. It's worth noting that the top half, like I was saying before, the 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock spots contain most of the slugs. Wow, maybe I didn't miss anything. Most of the slug enemies that have good drops that I like. I didn't miss anything. How happy, sad I am. Happy that I didn't miss anything. Sad that I went and double checked and got nothing for it. Except poison in my face. Yeah, so the top half, or whatever, that half contains mostly the slugs. And... ooh, someone kindled my bonfire. Yeah, the last bonfire you rested at, if someone kindles it, which is something I haven't really talked about, you will get a free Estus flask. That's why I have 6 now. Up and down attacks. But yeah, the bottom half contains mostly the large enemies that we fought in the very beginning of Blighttown, wielding clubs, and they act like dung beetles in this area too, wielding giant... well, no, it's not dung, I think it's mud or rocks or something, but whatever it is, it's not something you want to get hit in the face with. Yeah, they're all over the place. Let's see. One thing, those guys that I'm mentioning are, they don't move nearly as slowly as you. They don't get reduced in speed nearly as much as you do in the swamp. So fighting them, it's really easy to get locked in a corner. Oh, there's one way over there. You see them brandishing their boulders terrifyingly. This is a spot to remember here. Oh my god, she's here? Why are you here? I'll take it.
A mere undead.
This is an important NPC. Let her live for now.
I am Quelana of Izalith. I am not often revealed to walkers of flesh. You have a gift. Are you too one who
Seriously, I
seeks my
never see her
pyromancy,
this early.
like Solomon?
I forgot what she asked.
Yes, of course. Very well.
Anyway, she will
You
take
shall
you
be
as you
my pupil.
pupil.
But to pursue my pyromancy, are you prepared?
She offers a lot of spells, and a lot of them are very expensive, but they are easily some of the most powerful ones you can get, especially now. And she will upgrade your pyromancy flame, and she is the one who can take it past plus 15 and all the way back to the ascended plus 5. One thing to note is that after learning some spells from her, the guy, she'll stay here. The guy in Firelink will stay in Firelink. But the guy in Firelink will ask where you learned some of your skills, and he'll ask if you'll tell him. And if you agree to tell him, he will leave Firelink. And I believe he comes down here and turns hollow because of that. And you have to fight him. And in which case, best case scenario, you kill him and get some meager drops for it. And either case, you don't. He's gonna throw it at me. Yeah. Either case, he will no longer be available to teach you fire things. Would you come towards me, please? No, not both of you. Damn it. No, and not flies. See, this is what I don't want to do. I don't want to be fighting these guys. He walked into my fire. I don't want to be fighting these guys while fighting the mosquitoes. Because these guys are quite annoying with their giant boulders of doom. Oh well. Oh my god, that was pure luck that he missed me. Pure luck. And I was hoping he would get staggered. They basically have 3 attacks. They can smack the boulder down, they can roll the boulder, and they can throw the boulder. In terms of moveset, it's not very, very random or very, varied, but it gets the job done. There is really. They also have weird invincibility frames when they're moving their boulders around. So if you're like me, you'll just attack them a lot when it doesn't do any good. If you're not like me, then you might actually, conserve some stamina and do it intelligently. Either way, I wish you well. Those guys don't drop a lot of useful stuff. If you're really looking for all the weapons, they do have a couple drops that you're going to want. I think they have a large club or no, I don't know. I don't know what they have. But a couple clubs that you're going to want. As for me, I really don't know what weapon I'm going to be going later game. I might switch to the Man Serpent Greatsword, which I'll get, or be. Okay, so not much over here. I see an item way over there, and there's basically nothing, if going by the clock again, between. Ow. Wow, you got good aim. There's basically nothing going by the clock from between the bonfire and the sandcastle. So, except maybe the most important thing, which is the other path out of here. Or if you came from the Valley of Drakes through the shortcut, it would be the other way into here. So, yeah. So basically, there's the sandcastle. There, that whole system is the other way out of here, and the bonfire's more that way. But there was an item that I saw, and I love items. Oh, I see it. Yeah, it's just on the other side around of her Quilag, I believe was her name. I am so terrible with these names because there's like Quilag, Quilana, and Kellogg or something. I don't know. I am terrible with the names, but they're all semi-important. I'm not going to go up there yet. There's a few things up there that are worth getting. They're not going to help you a lot for the next fight you're going to be doing, but you're not going to want to skip them on your way up if you're really worried about getting most stuff or a lot of the stuff. A time like now would be a great time to have the whatchamacallit? I forgot what it's called. Oh, the weapon smith box, which I don't have. I just got the repair smith box. That allows you to upgrade, because like right now I have souls, not enough for a level up, not even close. I have souls and I have materials, and I could upgrade my weapons a little bit here. I'm very far from the nearest blacksmith. Not very far, but far enough that it would be annoying for me to have to really go there if I thought that's what I needed to do. What gear do I want to use? I don't even know. Let's go like this and see what happens. Something to keep in mind, the next boss is mostly fire-based. So if you're really thinking about your gear, you want to, you know, maybe not prioritize, but consider some decent fire gear, and then you're also going to want to, if nothing else, not attack with fire. So don't use a charcoal pine resin coming in. It won't do no damage, it'll just do considerably less. And generally speaking, doing it against a boss, considerably less damage is not something that you want to be doing, because these bosses are generally challenging enough that you don't want to screw that up. Which means I really should have probably just gotten rid of my fireballs. Like, I could have just picked pretty much anything else, and they would be more useful than the fireballs. Something like Strength Within might have been wise. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't use Strength Within very often. It's hard to find sometimes if you're new, but there is one and only one entrance, and it's about halfway up the sandcastle, which is actually mostly webs. But yeah, for the most part, those 3 dung beetle guards, the giant guys, won't follow you in here, so you don't have to worry about that. And these guys won't attack you unless you attack them. And I don't really recommend attacking you or attacking them, because there's really nothing to gain for it except some headaches. I'm going to heal my poison because it's going to annoy me. And I got a bunch of these. So I use one of these. I'm no longer poisoned. Use an Estus flask. And do I want to use a... Oh. You know what? I don't think my poise is going to be a huge advantage here, so I'm actually going to switch that for the Chloranthy. I can't talk. Anyway, the stamina recovery speed ring. And I'm going to swap out my shield for... Let's see, that is 72, 85, slightly less that. Let's do it. Same weight. Yeah. Alright, so I just got a slightly better fire resist shield. Your fire resist isn't going to make or break the fight. Ooh, should I? I'll try it just as is. Your fire resist is not going to make or break this fight. Like I just said, mostly your ability to not... it's a question of don't get hit as much rather than... I like her sword. She's a cool sword. You'd rather not get hit than thinking that, okay, those 20 extra points of fire resist are gonna, let me take some hits. And she is half spider, half naked, and half smiling. Chaos Wish Quileg. Basically, the spider part vomits a lot of lava, and the lava will persist and will damage you for a good amount of time. You gotta watch out for that shockwave attack. It is quite annoying. If you go... Alright, don't show what I was going to do. Oh yeah. If you stay to what is her sword side or her right hand side, you'll find that some of her sword attacks will miss you, which is quite good. But so if you just cut in here, she won't even hit you, so it'll maintain your stamina and all that. She's not that hard to avoid her sword attacks. The hardest thing for me is watching out for where she put the lava and not wandering onto it, or finding myself up against a corner and then so I'm sliding down the hill basically, because most of the corners are actually like deep hills. Yeah. Swing your sword. I'll swing mine. Yeah, basically, if you stay right up in her face, her sword will miss you a lot. Which is good, because her sword hurts. Not as much as her explodey impact. But if you stay on her sword side, she will miss you a lot. But she actually will hit on the other side of her body. So, don't hang over there. Except that stab attack, which kind of hits You'll know she's doing the impact because the human part of her body will like lie down like it's fainted or something, and that means that get the heck out of the way because she's about to do an explodey. Oh, one more. Nope. We're doing so well too. Oh, I got greedy, and now she's smacking me with her sword. I was one hit, okay, 2 hits, away from a perfect fight. 3 hits? 3 hits away from a perfect fight without taking a single hit, which would have been phenomenal. But yeah, I got greedy and lazy and all that, and she kicked my butt. Okay, she didn't kick my butt, but she wounded me. So there you go. There's Qualeg or Quelog or whatever. So I don't really need any of this anymore. Put that back on. I said before you can't two-hand fireballs. You can two-hand the fireballs, and it kind of looks funny. You don't get any benefit from it, but if you want to put your shield on your back, you can two-hand your fireball, and you will still cast it. It just won't make a difference. So we ring the second bell of awakening. Yippee! And this will actually open up our next path, essentially. It'll open up the area that we could not go to before. And we also wake up some of these guys. Like, oh, time to go to work. Pull heavy chain. And we open up these ginormous gates. Which, if you remember, had that pleasant onion armor guy. Siegmeyer, I believe his name's. Siegmeyer, yeah. And we get a Homer Bone. But don't use it, because there is a way down. And better than the way down, it's a cool area there. You can go there later. Dun. Yeah, so make your way down the stairs. And okay. So basically, if you're looking there, there's its. Yeah. Okay. I completely lost my bearings. It's right here. This area here, this brick wall, is a fake wall. Now, there's another of these guys here that, looks like an enemy, but he's not. This one you can actually talk to.
Oh dear.
He's gonna ask you if you're a servant.
Are you a new servant?
Just say yes. Just say yes. He will not be happy you have no eggs, but you can go and talk to the fair lady. Basically, if you want to get to just say yes. There's almost no benefit from killing him outright. If you want to kill him later, but just say yes. This is the fair lady, the sister of the one we just killed. We can talk to her, but we do not understand her language, which doesn't mean that we can't reinforce our Estus Flask or enter a covenant, but we just can't really talk to her. One thing real quick, that's kind of a trick that I screwed up already. If you want a free Pyromancy Flame, you can get one from this guy, but not if you have one in your inventory. So just go throw it into your storage, wherever the heck it is, and talk to him.
Are you prepared to then? I will make if you need some.
Ask me first. Talk.
There is no time. Think. Oh,
Let's see. He will not sell you much,
you again.
but what do I?
There is nothing to say to you
Except if
you should be.
yeah.
There is nothing to.
There's a way to do this that I completely forgot. Talk. Yeah. She can speak, but she doesn't speak your language. If you choose the gift, the old witch's
Are
ring,
you in need already? Oh, Anything for the
the old witch's
family?
ring, you can actually understand her.
What do you want?
And she is blind.
There is nothing to say except you.
Oh, did I do this wrong? I probably did.
There is nothing to except
Oh,
you.
maybe you have to buy one of these. Is that the secret? I swear to God, there's...
I will prepare them. I will, if you need. There is nothing to say.
Seriously? Maybe
There
they
is
patched it out.
nothing to say except you should be.
Maybe if you enter the Covenant. I don't want to enter the Covenant just yet. One more time. Let's see.
There is nothing to say.
Yeah.
There is nothing to.
You got a lot of nothing to say.
There is nothing to except you should.
Maybe... Can I even do anything with this? Oh, cool. I can. I'm assuming these people are glitching. Oh well. That's kind of...
Are you with me?
Alright. Well, then I guess I will enter the Covenant. It's kind of funny because we're like having a conversation, but we can't understand what she's saying. You do a spell for it. You can offer humanity if you like. I'm not going to.
Are you? Then, if you need.
Purchase. No. No.
There is nothing to. You should be.
Well, I completely have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, I'm just an idiot then. Alright then. Oh well. There used to be, it might have been a glitch that got patched out, where if you didn't have the thing in your inventory, then you could basically talk him into giving you a free pyromancy flame, which you could then trade to the Snuggly the Crow for an item. Looks like that I gotta go through, essentially I have to go through another playthrough to get it. No, I can't be right, because there's a way to get him to teach you stuff. Demon Ruins. Now, this is something you can do now, or you can do much later. There's plenty of advantages for both. Obviously, things you do early, you don't have to do later. It is a boss, technically, but you technically don't have to fight it. And there are no regular enemies between now and then. But the problem is after you fight the boss, there's really nothing to do. And when you do need to do it, you can warp right to the Fair Lady's bonfire. So it's not like it's a serious make or break for, oh, I need to come back with an egg on my head. That's probably what I need. Oh, he wants me to have an egg on my head. So I'm going to have to do that. Alright. So I didn't need to join the Covenant. I need to have an egg on my head. Alright, so we'll see how long this takes. If it takes a long time, I'll be speeding it up. If it's not too bad, then I'm not. Basically, to get an egg on your head, he said you don't want eggs, and since you're not cool enough to hold eggs, and I don't even think I have any of those, do I? There's an item called the egg something that makes it look like an egg, or that looks like an egg, and is like, oh, this should work. Yeah, it's not what they're talking about. Is that one hit kill for these? Okay, good. Okay, basically, to get an egg on your head, you gotta let these guys kind of... I don't remember if it's you gotta let the magnets beat you up. Wow. I got so excited, or something. I was so busy talking about them, I wasn't even paying attention to what I was doing. I don't remember if it's those things you gotta get. It really doesn't matter, because it's right here. But if those are things you need, or if you have to actually let these guys get you. But I like to punch these guys, because I think that if these guys grab you, yeah, and do this, I believe that is what will implant an egg. And then after a sometime, it's not instantaneous, the egg will grow. And it will replace your headgear. It's really pretty obvious when the egg is grown. And these things are going to kill me because they're really awkward to fight with a really slow weapon. And I died again. I really died. Maybe I could make my way and deal with the demon guy. I honestly don't remember if it's the maggots themselves or the sack of whatever that is responsible for implanting the egg. But it takes time to grow. You'll know that it's started when your character has an idle animation where he's just kind of standing around, and when he starts scratching his head. That is your cue that you've been infected. And we'll go 1 endurance. Why not? Give me a nice round number for that. Alright, so let's see if it works. If I just kind of stand here. Dun, da, 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 da. He's not Superman. Maybe? Maybe? Take the sword on my hand. It's not. I don't know if it's. I don't think it's 100% chance for the egg guy to give you this thing. So I'll let him give me another shot. Oop. I honestly don't remember though. I think it's that attack that can do it. There you go, a couple more shots. Whoa! Punch. Fear my punches. I punch like the demon himself. Oop. Alright. I'm gonna say that probably has granted me the egghead I need. So, we'll rest. The resting at the bonfire does not eliminate it, to the best of my knowledge. Which is actually fortunate, because if it did, it would be more annoying. Alright, so since I'm kind of waiting for this thing to grow, I'm actually going to go say hi to the next little optional boss guy right here, because I don't want to go too far. I spent all my souls, so even if I lose them and don't retrieve them... Ooh, do I have a bow that I can actually use? I do. How happy. I don't have arrows. Hold on, need arrows. Basically, this boss is a passive and almost, you can fight him like a puzzle boss. And by puzzle boss, I mean that, you know, it's, you don't have to just straight, you know, beat the crap out of him kind of thing. You can, if you do things carefully, you don't even have to really fight him. Bugs. Sure. Feather arrows. So yes, with bow in hand, we can challenge this boss. I have to take off my helmet. I don't remember if the helmet makes a difference. I'll take off the helmet anyway, because... Oh! I think I just scratched my head. Let's see if I do it again. Yeah, see scratching his head? That means I've been infected. So, I don't know if it had anything to do with me removing my helmet. I'm just going to pretend it does. So, in the middle of this fight, I may suddenly sprout an egg on my head, which would be kind of sad and amazing. But anyway, basically you don't necessarily have to fight this boss, and he's passive by nature. There are two things you can do to aggro him. The first is to damage him, obviously, and the second is to steal his sister's clothes, which sounds really weird, but is really easy to do, because to do it, all you need to do is loot a corpse nearby, which is out actually on a gravestone. So basically, the way it's a little difficult to explain exactly how you go about killing him without fighting him. you need to aggro him and basically bring him all the way over here, and he will basically jump off the cliff. If you don't do that, you can do a couple different tricks to fight him. He's a little annoying, but basically if you steal his sister's clothes, or maybe it's his mother, I think it's his sister. You steal the clothes, he will aggro. Oh, here it goes. Yeah. It's not something you can exactly miss happening to you. But anyway, if you steal his sister's clothes, he will aggro the instant you walk into the room if you fail this fight. If you do this and fail to kill him, okay, maybe you gotta get close enough to, actually hurt him. Without much dex, it's hard to really hurt enemies with a bow. That looks so funny with an egghead. But yeah, see, he's pissed. He's pissed. So, running away. Hopefully he hits hard. Okay, there's a reason that it's easier to not have to really fight him. Okay, there's a couple reasons. The problem is he loses sight of you, and sometimes he forgets to fight you. So you kind of gotta pull him carefully, because he kind of resets back to where he was, or sometimes he'll just suddenly swing at you. Oh, he's gonna swing. He's gonna kill me. Oh, no, he didn't kill me, but he hurt. Yeah, that attack hurts. As most of his attacks hurt. But yeah, if you attack him this way and just pull him, but you attacked him, you didn't aggro him by grabbing the clothes. If you fail the boss and start over, he will not be aggroed when you start. If you steal the clothes, he will be aggroed the second you walk in the door. So either way, it's easier to start the fight if you are not, if you can kind of start it when you're ready. You can't really block much of that damage. You can, like right now, you can run up and attack his arm a little bit, and that's how you would fight him normally. You would go somewhere where you could avoid taking this hit, and then attack his arm, basically. That's the main way I fight him, anyway. I think most people fight him that way. He is not being cooperative, so I may have to change my mind on this, or just die. Dying isn't always an option. He's gonna kill me. Oh, no. See if now you can. Hurrah! Yeah, that's the other way to fight him, basically. Please don't knock me off the cliff. Okay. Obviously, I can't heal tank this battle, so I think I am probably screwed. Yeah. But anyway, I'm going to show the, I'll show how to go about, now I have an egg on my head, this guy will like me, basically. So, and he will sell you an item that gets the egg off of you. Now we'll see if I was right about keeping the thingy out of your inventory. Because I'm pretty sure if you have a pyromancy flame in your inventory, then he will not give you one. He will just tell you that he can teach you stuff for it. So, in theory, this guy should like me a lot more now. Let's see.
Well, now, you're just like me. Your dedication is fully apparent. Only, well, your head looks awful. Why not try this? I've no use.
Okay, so I probably didn't need to join the Covenant. So he just gives you the item. So.
Oh, what is it that?
So now, he offers some spells and the items that we use to get out.
Worse than undead.
And he'll talk to us some more. He's actually a much more friendly guy.
Like the grime of the great swamp. But my dear fair lady, she cried for me and swallowed the great blight pus, despite Mistress Quellad's orders to the contrary.
Yeah, so basically.
Worse than, but my hands. Oh, what is it? Worse than.
Nothing? Not gonna help me at all? No. Oop.
Oh, what is?
So I was completely wrong about the. Oh, let's to my quick list. So I'm going to use this, and it'll break my egghead. And he won't like me nearly as much.
Worse than...
No, he likes me exactly the same amount. Okay, then. Well, now you can buy sorceries from him, I guess. Wow, that makes me sad that I was completely wrong about that. Alright, well, I think that's going to about do it for a video. I'm going to just grab my souls and homeward bone out of the boss room. So I think that's enough for this video. We died, always a good thing to have in a video, and we killed the boss with actual, like, you know, like I knew what I was doing a little bit. Not really, but I mean a little more than my other fights. And like I said before, this is a fight that you're not supposed to do until later. There's, you know, you can kill this guy and slowly progress, but the enemies you fight, killing this guy opens up, drains the lava for this area, and opens up the next area basically. And the enemies there are much harder, and they're not probably completely Ivy League, but they're not something you want to be fighting when you're not really in the mood for it. Now, can I actually just like walk out of here if I haven't aggroed him? I don't think so. I don't think it's gonna actually let me. I think I have to use a homeward bone. Yeah. Oh well. Oh, you know what? I can just quit here, and when I start up again, I'll be outside the fog, so I can save myself the bone. Alright, well anyway, this has been A Zamboni Driver. Thanks for watching. Dark Souls.